There was a man who was calling to God desperately. He had a big problem. He was praying and praying and praying, God, God, and calling to God, and God never replied to him. The man kept calling and calling until his lips were bleeding. Still no reply from God. The story says that the devil, Shaitan, appeared to him and told him, why do you keep calling God? And as you can see, he never replied to you. The man felt really bad, really sad and discouraged. He was really feeling not good. He went to sleep and he had a dream. And in the dream, an angel appeared to him, and the angel told him, why are you sad that you have been calling God? The man replied, it's just that I've been calling to God, God, and he never replied to me. The angel said and explained, God said, you're calling my name is my reply. Your longing for me is my message to you. All your attempts to reach me are in reality my attempts to reach you. From this, what this man was not really getting is that every time he was calling to God, he only heard nothing, silence. In every silence, God was saying to him, here I am, here I am. One of the things that I have learned from this coronavirus situation and all the lockdown and everything is that many people have come closer to God. And if you already believe in God, then you're more closest perhaps if you have wisely used your time and you have been calling to God. The question is if we are listening or have listened the voice of God when He's saying to us, here I am. Many people perhaps felt desperate because of the situation, and maybe they're feeling bad or losing faith. I don't know, perhaps because many people have suffered. The question is that when you think that God is not really close, He's actually very close, and He's saying to you, He's saying to me, He's saying to everybody, here I am, here I am. And from all of these situations, there is always a lesson. And the thing is that we have to see God everywhere. The question is, do I see God when I look at my parents, at my mother, my father, my brothers, when I look at my neighbor, when I look even at someone who is not from my religion? Do I see God? Because this is a high level of love and attachment to the divinity, an attachment to God. It's like the great mystic Rumi said, my soul is screaming in pain, for every fiber of my soul, every fiber of me is in love with you. And this is the attitude, one of the things that I have learned from this whole experience, that is a good opportunity and has been a good opportunity to get close to God, to listen to the voice of God. And when we pray, make sure that we listen and make sure that He is there for us. And for those who perhaps like this man on this story was not listening or couldn't understand the way that God acts or rules or governs the world, there is always a lesson. And perhaps we should help other people to listen better and to see the hand of God and to be able to say, like Rumi said, every fiber of my being is in love with you. And that love that we feel towards God should be reflected towards our family, our relatives, our friends, our neighbors. And like I said, even towards people who are not even from our own religion, because they are still creations of God, and every human being has been created in the image of God. Therefore, we have to see God and the love of God everywhere.